Patch 14.7 has given us some much needed changes, as a lot of the super oppressive champions have finally been knocked down a notch, while the champs Riot overly nerfed have gotten some slight improvements. Nonetheless, here is this patch's top 10 champions you should play to farm LP like a fiend. And as always, make sure to help your LoL brothers out and comment below with any champs you feel are underrated in 14.7. Starting off in the top lane, Ergot is still one of the kings of top, sitting cozy at a 53% win rate. With so few losing matchups, this champ can easily take hold of the lane level 1 with his explosive legs for damage, and range being a huge pain for all current top laners to deal with. The amazing thing about Ergot is that every item becomes an enormous spike in power for him, even if it's simply tier 2 boots. Your ideal first item will be Hullbreaker, as this item gives you a ton of laning stats in AD and HP, while also allowing you to completely demolish turrets if your opponents are not prepared. Slide in a Black Cleaver next, and suddenly you have a Thanos in the top lane, wreaking havoc across the map, as an accelerated Ergot can easily 2v1 or run his way through tier 1 turrets. While this champion is a bit weird to pick up, there are a ton of high elo challengers who one-trick this nerd, and who stream, so you can watch those to learn how to play, or you can sign up to our happy little website, gameleap.com, link down below in the description box, and get your educational Ergot videos there. The next top lane power pick we would like to cover is Poppy. Poppy, as of her current state, has found a liking to a new type of build that is not only allowing her to tank tons of damage, but dish it out as well. A few of you may have already seen this build, but it is none other than Eclipse into Fimbulwinter. These two item pairings work amazingly alongside Poppy's kit, as most of her trades are 2-part combos that activate the item passives. Poppy E into Q combo is 2 methods of damage proccing Eclipse, shield, and damage, while also giving you a Fimbulwinter shield due to the CC from either E or Q. Poppy already has a naturally tanky stat line, so putting off armor and MR for later allows her to completely dominate lane and teamfights. Next up, do bear in mind that this video is just a suggested champs list. Click the link in the description box right now to sign up to gameleap.com and master every single champion covered in this video. We've got hundreds and hundreds of guides authored by challenger coaches for every role and scenario you can think up when you're talking macro guides, champion-specific courses, laning deep dives, and more. So again, hit the link below right now to sign up. It's gonna be tight. Now, here is a jungle champion that a lot of people are not willing to learn, but if you want a slice of free LP, try picking up Ivan in the jungle. Sitting at an astounding 55.7% win rate, this tree dude is taking the Rift by storm. With support items still being so cheap and strong, such as an early Redemption or Dawncore, Ivan is able to outclear most of his opponents while also providing utility all across the map. And it doesn't stop there. Once hitting level 6, Daisy has been a menace in her own right by solo killing enemies who are not ready for her punches and knockups. The main strength of the champion stems from the flexibility you have due to not having to clear camps traditionally. While most junglers' pathings are predictable, Ivan can easily turn tail and run from bot to top or vice versa, depending on where he sees a fight may pop off. While this is yet another odd champion to learn, check out streamers such as Jamaican Banana for some insane Ivan gameplay. Next up, a quick word on good old Skarner. While Skarner has gotten his rework, we here at GameLeap are still trying to figure out the champion ourselves, so stay tuned on what we end up cooking up for him. For now, he seems like a very interesting tank with fun mechanics, but there's still a lot of testing to be done for builds, ability levelings, and power spikes, so yeah, keep a lookout for a video on him. In 14.7, mid lane is still relatively the same, with Ahri being the dominant laner and oppressive roamer that she is. Being able to cheat lane through spamming Qs and winning trades with auto proccing Electrocute makes for such an unbalanced champion. She is actually still pretty mental. As of right now, she is still lacking counter picks to her kit, so abuse Malignance into either Lichbane or Liandry's for your LP printing journeys. A mistake we have noticed that Ahri players make, however, is that many Ahris are not weaving in enough autos between her combos and dashes. To help with this, we recommend taking the attack speed shard over double adaptive runes. This should help our combos feel more smooth, as in between each dash and W, you should throw in an auto, especially if you decided to go Lichbane. Another mid lane king is good old Akshan. This absolute scoundrel has found his way towards the top of the leaderboards with his ability to gap close on control mages. The reason Akshan is so oppressive mid is due to 2 reasons within his kit. The first is being his wave clearing ability he has with his Q. Wave clear is such such an important ability in the current meta as there is so much action to be had, so sitting in lane trying to match a control mage won't cut it. Abusing the ability to roam and ramp up your teammates before the enemy mage hits 2 or 3 items will win you the game more often than not. The second reason Akshan dominates mid is through proper use of his passive. While the 3 auto proc is nice, it's really the shield that you get that allows you to win so many trades. To absorb anywhere from 60 to 300 damage is crazy to think about, so abuse Akshan while you can. Next up, with the same way Akshan is strong through roaming and pushing, another champion takes the stage through these same concepts, and that is Tristana. Tristana's kit is built for auto-shoving with the passive from her E. The explosive charge also makes for a killer all-in early game. If you really want to dominate lane, then we recommend taking Hail of Blades, but if you're a more timid player and want to scale up while having a strong lane phase, then Fleet is just fine. Now, the disconnect between Akshan and Tristana is that without the shield, Tristana is more vulnerable to assassin matchups. So make sure you ask for a counter pick in Champ Select and lock her in versus mages to get the full effect of Tristana's insane early game and scaling ability. Next up, ADC has come full circle as it always does, with Jinx and Zeri being the absolute scaling goats again due to the Infinity Edge changes. With so many nerfs to lethality and with how poor items are on utility ADCs such as Ashe, Jinx finds her way to the top, being able to free scale in lane with the occasional global rocket kill to accelerate her items. If any opponent makes a mistake, Jinx can easily pop Ghost and run them down with the insane rocket range, while also avoiding dives due to the wave clear ability of Shiv and rockets. The 2 builds going around are either rushing static Shiv into Kraken, then into Infinity Edge, or rushing Kraken into Infinity Edge, then a Zeal item such as Phantom Dancer, Hurricane, or good old Rapid Fire Cannon. And let's cover Zeri next. While having a low win rate in lower elos, she is considered S+ tier in Challenger, and that is due to playstyle differences between the elos. The 2 main issues that stop many Zeri players from becoming good are first, that they use too much mana in lane phase trying to poke with W and trading too early with E. Use W to pair with your support slows or CC. Using W on its own trying to hit an enemy early game will hardly ever work, as it is simply too slow and noticeable. As for the issue with E, many Zeri players tend to use their E to initiate trades, while Challenger Zeri players hold their E until the fight enters into a minion wave. As you wrinkly-brained people know, Zeri's autos cannot go through targets without E, so holding this crucial ability to continue a fight is what makes or breaks a good and bad Zeri player. The build is the same as ever, with static Shiv into Infinity Edge or Navori, in finishing with Phantom Dancer or Hurricane. In ADC, we would like to give an honorable mention to is Twitch. With Jinx, Zeri, and hyper carries becoming meta again, Twitch always finds his way into this meta due to his ability to catch out these immobile champions and abuse his early item spike in Blade of the Rune King to accelerate himself to 3 items before any other champs can. Do remember that Twitch is not meant to be played like his standard ADC. To play the rat at his full potential, you'll have to think and play like a Ratigan. Take press the attack over lethal tempo to have an insane early damage spike by coming out of stealth, autoing the enemy 3 times, and then expunging with PTA procced. For the build, you want to rush Blade of the Ruined King, as this early item spike will allow you to run the game for the first 10 to 15 minutes, follow that up with a Berserker's Greaves, Runan's Hurricane, and Infinity Edge for a killer 3-item spike. Now for supports. There's only one on this list because let's be real, who clicks on these videos looking for supports, you know what I'm saying? And it's Blitzcrank. This champion counters so many meta supports right now such as Ashe, Meteor, and Janna, and so on. The ability to land one hook and either ban flash or score a kill is way too high value to go unsaid. The only counter Blitzcrank has right now would be Nautilus due to buffering interaction, but even then, one hook where the Nautilus doesn't expect it, and it is lights out for him too. Sitting at a 52% win rate, this champion can easily grind you LP off of landing a simple skill shot. Make sure to not get tilted if you miss your first few hooks, just calm down and have some pattern recognition of how your opponent likes to dodge and move, and once you get into the rhythm, one hook will become 20 in a row. The build is going to be Rush Boots of Mobility into Locket or Shirelias, and for the support upgrade, take the Slay, as Bloodsong has been nerfed. And that is going to be all for this happy little list. Make sure to hit like on the video if you did indeed enjoy it. And remember to sign up to GameLeap.com. All you gotta do is click the link down below in the description box, sign up, and unlock access to hundreds and hundreds of LoL Challenger guides. We will see all of you guys over there. For now, do enjoy the rest of your day. We'll catch all of you all in the next one.